Hey guys, Retro Reviews here again with another Power Rangers video review, and this time I've got the Delta Megazord from Power Rangers in Space, aka the Delta Mega from Denji Sentai Megaranger. And first and foremost, this camera angle does seem a little bit weird. I've got one of these, or at least weirder than normal. I've got a new tripod that I'm trying out. It's one of those weird ones with the ball and socket joints to keep it up. So I want to see how this works and see if I like it or if I'm gonna have to go to back to the standard tripod. So first and foremost, here it is in the Delta Megaship mode, which very nice shuttle. As you see, a bunch of robot bits underneath, but we don't really need to pay attention to any of that. Unfortunately, however, make sure everything's pegged in at least. It doesn't have any landing gear, so it doesn't roll like the Astro Megaship did, which I've got in robot mode right now because I don't want to convert them into shuttle mode, just to convert them back into robot mode, all for the comparisons. So, and I need them in robot mode later. I just didn't want to work on doing that. So yes, here is the Mega Shuttle, or the Delta Megaship mode. As you can see here, the nice big red M for Megaranger that was on the Astro Megazord as well. Some nice red stickers here. Mine, I think the only stickers applied on this is the factory stickers. Everything else is not applied because there should be some red stripes on the large robot, or the combined robot's fist, which we'll get into later. I'm missing stickers all over the place. So I think the only ones that are applied are factory applied stickers. Anyways, so this is basically the second Megazord they get in the series, which does combine with Astro Megazord, which we'll show off in a little bit. But it does have its own robot mode. First, you're going to fold down the tail fins and separate these bits, which is a lot easier said than done, especially on mine. I don't know what it is, but everything locks in so tight. So what helps mine out is I'll pop those off and then I'll do one at a time. So there we go. So now we start off with this. Rotate these bits forward and fold those down. Take the leg here and really don't do anything to it. Just set it up. And this is a little weird how this combines, because this rung goes into there and that just rests into that blank spot. So just go ahead and clip it on like that. And dog's barking outside, I can hear him in here. And then it's easier to do it on the first one than it is the second one, because on the first one you can actually see what you're doing, but once you get over here it just kind of gets in the way. But then there we have that. Oh boy, let's see if I can adjust my tripod up high enough to capture what I'm doing up here. And whoa, and alright, so now we have this. Rotate the arms a little bit forward to kind of free it up because they don't extend out. But then fold down the chest plate to reveal his head. So there we have the Delta Megazord. Very nice Megazord mode. I do like it. It's kind of cool and just nice and chunky and big pants. So, articulation-wise, he does have the rotating shoulders, and that's about it. He does have, for weapons, the fingertips, which are supposed to be machine gun barrels, which will actually rotate. So he can do that. That's pretty cool. And then also these, if you want, they can fold down and be shoulder-mounted cannons, which again, that's pretty cool. Real quick, show them up next to the Astro Megazord, which Astro Megazord is significantly taller. There's no doubt about it. So, yep, there we have that. And let's go ahead and get onto the combination form, which start off, we'll go ahead and just work on this guy for right now, because everything we do for the Astro Megazord is just combine the bits on, really. So take this whole front section off, collapse these bits down, and remove the cockpit and these cannons, which will form his helmet. Leave that off to the side. Go ahead and unpeg the legs. And the arms actually are pretty interesting for the transformation. What you go and do is rotate the arms out here, out of the body, and then rotate them around on this axis. And go ahead and flip it around, because this will be the chest plate. And take these bits and fold them back up. Oh yeah, first you want to push these buttons on both sides, which will unlock these bits. So then that will allow us to fold them up like that, and fold this little bit down, and then rotate around the arm like that, and just kind of do the same on this side, so the arms end up looking like that. And next we'll take the feet pieces, extend this out, and that gives them just a little extra support in the back. So anyways, go ahead and take Astro Megazord and rotate the guns back, which you don't have to do that. It allows for some easier clearance for back here. And just go ahead and slide one of the legs of the Delta Megazord over, and which will kind of pop this out, and then you just fold it up, and this will clip in on there, and it will expose his foot. And then also come back here and make sure this little notch is sitting in that groove. You might need to push it in just to make it actually stick in there a bit better. And for some reason that gun likes to turn itself when I transform on this side. So yeah, just do the same over here. And he's already getting too tall for my camera, or for my tripod. So what we're going to do here now is rotate these around, which will actually unpeg this. And the wings will actually just rest in these little grooves in between the arms and the pieces that they slide up. And slide up the arms. And I forgot to also show, take these bits out. They become rocket boosters to hide up the fists. Kind of. At least kind of try to hide the fists. And I don't know how I'm going to show this off, but because my tripod can't get any higher. And I don't want to stand here or sit here and ooh. Hang on. All right. Found me something to stand my tripod on, so that's awesome. So now we take the big section of the Delta Megazord, and these clips here are going to clip into this clip system here from the arms of the Astro Megazord, and it's very hard to do if you're holding on to the arm, because the arm likes to rotate and it doesn't like to stay together or stay lined up, and then it's just a pain. And so there we have that right now. And then lastly, come around here to the back, and there's these two clips here that are going to fit into these little clips down here underneath the shuttle, which just sits in like that. And yes, I realize my Astro Megazord is getting beat up. This is the same Astro Megazord that I reviewed those many moons ago. It's just he got put away in storage and battery acid got to him, so the chrome is worn down, and also I don't know what happened, but that got really tough and brittle and just snapped. But anyways, rotate up the shuttle part of the head, and then slide this on, slide it up on front, and then it will clip together with the shuttle. I don't know how well you can see that, but it does clip together to kind of streamline it. And there we have the Astro Delta Megazord. And that is a pretty nice Megazord combination. So, as you can see, by the way, the electronics would still work, but then again, like I just mentioned with the whole battery corrosion thing, that is non-existent with this guy, unfortunately. However, the other action feature he does have is if you were to turn him around, if you had the battleizer, you could actually plug him in down here on these little plugs, and he would actually unlock new sounds for the battleizer. Unfortunately, though, the battleizer sounds, which I don't have a battleizer to compare it with, but the sounds of the battleizer that this thing unlocks is basically just the same sounds that it would make, just at a higher pitch and faster. But anyways, the guns still rotate in this form, and his shoulders are kind of hindered by the back kibble and the guns. But if you move the guns off to the side, or if you do this kind of for storage, you can actually store them away behind these shoulders, if you so choose. He can get a little bit more expressive with his articulation, but it's Sentai Mecha. I wouldn't expect it to get too extreme. So anyways, his other action feature is he does have firing fists. And what you do is there's a button here and then a button here. And you just go ahead and push the buttons and it fires off. And it fires off with a decent amount of power. Like, honestly, the only thing I think might have gotten changed between Delta Mega and the Delta Megazord is probably the strength in that spring. They might have weakened it for the American one, but I'm not 100% certain. I don't have a Japanese Delta Mega to compare with, so I don't know. And as of Ranger Reviews recording, who they're always good at checking the alterations between the American and Japanese releases, they say there was no alterations done to the Delta Mega. So yeah, there's that. Real quick, kind of to show off my next review and for a size comparison, here he is next to the Mega Voyager. Let's see if I can get both of them in the same shot here. Yeah, Mega Voyager stands up pretty tall, so Astro Delta Megazord is almost, with all the kibble and everything, he does stand much taller than Mega Voyager. So, and just real quick, there's Mega Winger, just because I have him sitting here. I'm getting ready to review these guys next. So, anyways, get them out of the way. If you're a fan of Power Rangers in Space, which if you're a Power Rangers fan, you probably have to be. I mean, I don't think there's any Power Rangers fans who don't like Power Rangers in Space, unless they're the whole, oh, first season's the best season and everything else is crap kind of fans. But all in all, the Delta Megazord is awesome, and how he forms armor for the Astro Megazord to form this combination is just even cooler, considering both of them on their own transform and everything. And it's just, this is pretty nice. This is awesome. Both of them could go awesome without each other. It's just that with them together, you get the full package. You get everything that you need. And he turns out looking pretty great. I'm not gonna lie, he does look awesome. Anyways, this is Ratchet Reviews. I hope you guys like this video review, and I will see you again next time.